Welcome back to the deep dive. Sometimes you just need, well, a break. Something different from the usual high-stakes gaming.
Absolutely.
So today we're diving into something that feels like a digital sigh of relief, really. It's called Minami Lane.
Oh, yes, Minami Lane.
It's this cozy micromanagement game, and it's been getting some buzz. We want to figure out what makes it tick, why it feels like such a heartwarming gem,
Right.
and importantly, understand if it's the kind of calm, satisfying experience you might be looking for.
Well, what's really interesting about Minami Lane, I think, is how focused it is, like intensely focused.
Yeah, so.
Imagine you're basically curating just one street, a
Yeah.
single, a really charming Japanese-style street.
Okay, just one street.
Yeah, and your job isn't just managing, it's more like nurturing it. You build shops, ramen places, boba cafes, bookstores, even an onsen, a Japanese hot spring bath.
Oh, nice.
And it's all about balancing villager happiness, your income, and how nice the street looks. The whole thing is designed to be pretty short, too.
Short? How short?
Like maybe 2 to 4 hours for the main missions. It gives you this complete satisfying feeling, but then there's a sandbox mode if you just want to build freely.
Okay, that nurturing idea sounds quite different from typical management games. Winning isn't really the point then.
Exactly. And the gameplay mechanics really lean into that. You've got this daily cycle,
Right.
and each day you build or upgrade just one thing. That's it.
Just one. Wow, that forces you to be deliberate.
It really does. It slows things down, makes you think mindfully about balancing, population, satisfaction, beauty, money. But there's no real pressure.
No pressure.
None. And what's cool is how you customize shops, like ramen toppings or boba tea flavors, based on what the villagers actually say they want.
So you get direct feedback. That makes it feel personal.
Totally. Plus, there are these little daily things, picking up trash, finding hidden tanuki.
The little raccoon dog spirits?
Yeah, those guys. And petting cats. You get bonuses for petting cats.
Uh-huh. Okay, I like that.
It all reinforces the main idea. No timers, absolutely zero fail states. It's designed to be relaxed.
Okay, so that brings up a key question then. Who is this actually for? And maybe who isn't it for?
Good question. It's pretty specific. It's perfect if you love cozy games, you want low pressure management, maybe short bursts of creativity.
Like winding down after a long day.
Exactly. Perfect for that. Or just a casual session. But if you're looking for deep strategy, long campaigns, complex narratives, or like competitive play, this isn't it.
Right. It knows what it is.
It absolutely does. And players seem to get that. The feedback is consistently about how polished it feels, how cute the art is, how relaxing the pace is. People literally call it the definition of cozy.
Wow.
They love the simplicity, the charm, the value. Sure, some folks wish there was maybe a bit more content or story depth. But honestly, most people seem to love it because it's stress-free and doesn't demand huge amounts of time. That's its strength.
So if this sounds like your kind of thing, maybe your perfect cup of boba tea, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
How should you jump in?
Well, you've got options. The mission mode gives you clear goals, a structure to follow. Or you can just go straight into sandbox mode for total creative freedom.
And either way, you fall into that daily rhythm, build something, tweak it based on feedback, do little tasks.
Yep, that gentle rhythm. And because there's no pressure, no penalties, you can just explore. Take your time. Enjoy making the street look nice without worrying you'll mess up.
Okay, so let's sum it up. The pros seem clear.
Definitely. Charming visuals, great music, setting the mood, truly stress-free play, bite-sized satisfaction, and good variety between the modes.
And the cons, or maybe just things to be aware of.
Mainly the playtime. It is short, maybe around 4 hours for the missions. The story is minimal, and the devs have said no major updates are planned, so what you see is pretty much what you get. But honestly,
Right.
Our verdict is that Minami Lane is just a polished, really heartwarming little gem. Even though it's brief, it's totally worth the time if you want that unique mix of calm, cozy, and simple management.
It really feels like it distills that whole cozy game idea down to its essence, doesn't it? Puts it in this neat little package.
It really does. It makes you think maybe we're all a bit tired of the constant intensity in games sometimes.
Yeah, maybe craving something genuinely soothing.
This whole deep dive into Minami Lane, it really highlights this growing trend of digital comfort food in gaming.
Digital comfort food. I like that.
And it brings up a question for you listening right now. In this crazy, fast-paced world we live in, how much do you personally value experiences that are specifically designed just to offer calm? pure, gentle satisfaction, instead of demanding complex thinking or endless hours.
That's a great question to ponder. Something to think about next time you're deciding what to play.